Yeah, hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about a retrieval augmented generation, which is very popular nowadays in everywhere in the AI world. People are very crazy about RAG system. They want to build the RAG based AI or agentic AI. So basically, what is retrieval augmented generation? So we'll break all this word into three pieces. So retrieval means what? Retrieve the data. That means you have to find the data. Finding the data. Augmented means you get the data and then pass it to the prompt. Okay, and then augmented generation means generate the output with the help of LLM. So LLM is always works like a brain. So we can understand the RAG in such a way. Suppose you ask a question to the chat GPT asking about your personal data which is not there uh, in the chat GPT. Don't know, like suppose you are asking how many peoples in my family is working. So, and another question might be you are working in a company and that you are asking chat GPT like what is my company policies or how many days of leave I have in this year. So the chat gpt will be like totally confused, chat gpt, because those data are not there in the chat gpt model. There's not, I mean those data are not trained with that model because this is the personal data. And what chat gpt will answer, chat gpt or any kind of llm model will answer, it will guess, it will confidently give some wrong answer. Okay, that is, this issue is called hallucination. So to overcome this issue, RAG come in the market. RAG come into the picture. So here RAG, if you have some personal database, those database might not is not there in the GPT model. So here RAG what will do, suppose I am asking about my company policies and I build a this model, RAG model is I implemented. So the first of all, based on the query, RAG first will go in my database, my personal database, and search for that query answer. So once it get the answer, then it pass it to the LLM. For example, suppose we are saying that you have an exam and you have the some notes. Okay, so if you have the notes and you are sitting in the exam, then immediately once you read the question, all the questions are there in the note, so you can easily find it out and write the answer. And without note, you have to memorize, you have to think, like you have to rely on your memory. That is the thing happen. So in this picture we can see, we'll see here, you can see my cursor here. This is the prompt. Prompt means the query. Basically in AI terms it called prompt. Basically query, which using that query what we are that query we are communicating with the LLM, that is called prompt. Okay, this is the query. Suppose here we are asking the query, user have a query, user have a prompt, and that prompt without RAG model, what happen, the query and pass it to the this LLM model. LLM model might be many companies have, like AI Anthropic have some different LLM model, Chat GPT have GPT model. Okay, Anthropic have Sonnet, then Claude and all. So then Grok have something different. Then DeepSeek have something different. Different companies LLM have different LLM model, and those models, okay, trained on the entire world data. You can say, like you can see the entire the pages or the data available in the web, like it will be lots of books, it will be lots of web pages, Wikipedia, all those pages data are trained. All this data, bring those data, parse those data, and train train that model with that train the model. Okay, so if you ask some query which are public question, like the it LLM able to answer, it will go to the LLM and it will find out the answer, then generate it will generate a your output complete sentence, like, okay, suppose you are asking what is the prime minister of India. So the LLM knows that because it is trained on those data already which are available. Okay, so it will immediately say Modi is the prime minister of India, Narendra Modi. So it will immediately create a sentence, okay, generate the complete sentence, and it will as a response it will show to the user. Here again, in the RAG model, I'll just remove it. How it happened in the RAG model, suppose you are asking some personal question and which is not available in the LLM here, so the LLM will confidently say something which is wrong. That is called hallucination. Here the RAG came into the picture, as I already said. Okay, so you can see the query here. This is the retrieval process, RAG, you can see. Okay, once user makes a query, it will go to the retrieval step, and this data, suppose you have some personal data like company policies or your family information, you have stored in your private database. This is also vector database. Okay, so in AI we use the vector database. In earlier days or in classical database we used SQL, PostgreSQL, where we store the complete data, but here in vector database we store the data in the form of numbers, vector. So in the query, like we are asking you the question, so first it will go and check your personal database. Suppose we are asking about how many members in your family works in a company, something like that. So LLM does not have this information, but first it will go to retrieval, it will go and find it out the database. Yes, two men is working from your family. So it will immediately find the answer. It will go to the retrieval, then it will pass that output, the response, to the LLM. Now LLM will frame the complete sentence, the prompt, and pass it to the user. It will generate and pass it to the user. So that is the thing happen. Okay, so now we'll go to the next page and we'll try to understand how these things happen. So as I already said, the whole world data, web page and all, though based on this data as models get trained. So here in retrieval argument documents, suppose you have some personal data in the form of PDF document, website, database, textbooks. Okay, and you don't want those data to be public. Suppose a company have some their own data and the company don't want that pass that information in the public. So in that case, what will do, you have your own vector DB. Those data, you can see those data, this data. Okay, suppose you need to put this data stored in the database. So how we will do? So this PDF, we can say, suppose PDF having some data, the company policy, the company, suppose the company size is 13,000 people, something like that. We are saying this information is there in the PDF or anywhere here, docs and all. So now how it will store? There is a process, there is an embedding model which works behind. Every company have the embedding model, like LLM model, they have the embedding model. So now this company size is 30. So the company now embedding model, what you do, it will completely break this sentence. Suppose come one any, then size, something like that, double EIS. This way, this is not the complete one, it is breaking, chunking into 3 letter, 4 letter, 5 letter, or 13,000, something like that. Okay, so breaking, chunking the complete sentence, breaking the complete sentence. And based on this sentence, based on this word, chunking word, there will be some numbers will be generated, that is called embedding number. Suppose comp have some number, embedding number 3, 5, 7, 9, or this one having some, any having some number like 2, 3, something like that, size and all. That is the process. This is converted to embedding. Now this number will get stored in the vector DB here, and vector DB. So once user makes a request, earlier what happened, we used to search the database in the form of key, using key, but here we search, this is called semantic search. Suppose you are searching something. Okay, now company size is 30,000. With this answer only we are will answer. So suppose the prompt is like, what is the size of the company? Suppose any company, this is a XYZ company, so we are also asking about the XYZ company, same company. Okay, so once it will pass the query, this, okay, RAG will not search in the keyword form, it will also break the sentence in the chunking form. Some vectors will be generated. Okay, based on vector, semantic search will happen. Some numbers from, suppose if it is matching, I already said this is 3579 something. If it is matches 3579 in the vector, so it will find it out. Okay, this 3579 37 matching, so this will be the answer. Answer is 13,000. So now got the answer. Using semantic search, it will pass to the LLM. So LLM will form the complete sentence now. So it will say your company policy, your company strength is 13,000, and it will pass it to the user. Hope you understand. This is the way RAG works, and which is very important for LLM to overcome the LLM drawback, which is hallucination. And this is the way we can implement the RAG in our project, like agent. Okay, once you building the agent or any kind of Q&A or any kind of agentic AI, these things. So hope you understand the concept of RAG. So if you have any question, like, you can comment. I'll definitely try to answer. Okay, so thank you very much.